Welcome back to Face AV with me, Matt Dodd. We've got the wonderful Keith Kennedy here at ISE Live 2024. Keith, good to see you.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of good to see you too.
Oh, stop it.
Oh,
Stop
good to
it.
see you.
You've had a busy week, I hear.
Oh my goodness, yes. The show has completely exceeded every one of my expectations.
This is good.
Yes, it's very good. The show, I mean, we were pretty booked coming into the show. I had 1 or 2 slots open, filled them right away, and then I had more people coming out of the woodwork that wanted to see us, and I had to like squeeze this person, move this, condense this, move it around. But yeah, and every meeting was fantastic. Lots of opportunities. Yeah, we're going to be busy.
Excellent. This
Yes.
is good to hear.
Yes.
Let's just talk ProIT AV for a minute.
Sure.
ODM,
Yes.
just for the viewers watching this video, just to give them a bit of a précis.
Sure.
What are you talking about when you talk about an ODM, and how is that different in the Alliance?
So we are different than the vast majority of the Alliance members in that we are not a brand. We're, to a lot of people, we're the invisible man. You never really hear of us, and you shouldn't see our name. The only people that should know who we are the brands out there that, you know, utilize our services, which is to come up with product ideas, design new products, manufacture them, help them bring them to market. And that's how we've, made our business over the last 20 years, being the premier signal management and UCC provider for the AV market.
So, so the way you work with your customers, and indeed the way the customers work with you, is somewhat different, really.
Yes.
Okay, talk us through that a little bit. For somebody who's watching this thinking, well, this sounds interesting, but how do you engage with your customers? And obviously we're going to come on to
Right. So
training rates or the
we have a lot of different customers of different sizes and capabilities across the globe. But our customers are typically brands or distributors that have their own brand, and they need us to help them with some or all of their products in their portfolio. So when you look at a typical brand, they have some product development capability from specification and product management. Maybe they have some manufacturing, but everybody has ideas for things that they can't get to. Even the biggest companies out there don't have enough resources for design and manufacturing. So we work with all of those companies on all kinds of AV signal management product, AV over IP products, you name it, as well as and UCC products like cameras and video bars and things like that, to either brand products out of our existing portfolio or work on bespoke ODM type products that are unique to that particular customer.
Got you.
And that applies to SDVoE.
Yeah. Yeah, so how are you influencing your customers at the moment then on the power of SDVoE?
Well, I mean, obviously we've been involved with the SDVoE and the underlying Blue River technology since the beginning. I mean, we've had a product, our very first product was developed in 2014.
It's a long time ago, it's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Carry the one, basic math, it's 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Oh yeah, so we've made, I forget how many different products and different versions of products, and worked with I don't know how many different customers to bring SDVoE products to market across the globe. And once the Alliance was born, I think, what was that, in 2017, 2018, something like that.
Yeah, 2017, I think.
You know, I was elected to be on the board, and I have been on the board of directors ever since.
Mm-hmm.
So in my discussions with our clients, my major role is to work with them to look at the applications and the markets and who their customers are, and advise them on the right technologies that they need to build into their products. And then we start looking at features and specs and functionality and all that, and it goes on from there.
I mean, SDVoE is now an established technology solution. You know, it's not new tech anymore.
No, it's not. Like I said, we've been doing it for a decade.
You, whether irrespective of whether or not there are more or other ProIT AVs, you're the strongest player in the market, right? You've been around the longest.
Absolutely. We're the longest. We have the closest relationship with the Alliance and with Semtech. We have the broadest portfolio. We have more implementations than any other company on the product, bar none.
What sort of how's it? What's been your experience since we've gone to ASIC? So we've obviously massively reduced the energy. We're implementing a sustainable product, a much more sustainable product. What's been the feel amongst your customers and how the take-up of that, and have they recognized the value of that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we had a lot of deployments utilizing the FPGA from the start. And as soon as the ASIC became available, we started transitioning all of those customers over to the ASIC designs, and with all the options, I think we're one of the very few companies out there that utilizes all the different chip options. Many of the companies out there only do one, and I understand why, because it's easier just to support one and support one sort of group of functionality. But if you really embrace the entire chip family and what it can do for you, you can create solutions with the right features and the right size, the right power consumption at the right price points to really meet all of the needs and the price points that are necessary in the market. And so we feel that's important, and you see that across our product line.
And I'm going to circle back to it, but understanding the value of the power of a ProITAV partnership is important, especially to the market across the globe, but to the US.
Right.
We're working together.
Yes.
To bring that message out to people. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, I mean, you guys have done a great job with the Alliance in producing the Academy and ways of educating and communicating messages, and we kind of needed the same thing in our company, having an easily searchable and usable library of educational and marketing materials for our clients to get to know us and get to know our products and how to work with us and things like that. So we've been working together with your company to roll out a microsite on our proitav.us domain to realize that.
Yeah. So we're going to see multiple Keith Kennedys anywhere we want, whenever we want, at the touch of a finger.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
You're going to be there.
Yeah, I mean,
the omnipresent Keith Kennedy.
As I've grown the company for the last decade, I've replaced almost every function that I did back in the day. Back in the day, it was just me doing almost everything. And, now it's down to, I run the company, I set the strategy, but my clients really want to work with me on understanding what's out there and developing strategy and things like that. So we're hoping that this partnership that we've developed with this microsite we're developing it will at least be able to duplicate me in some of those things to help get that message out there.
That must be hugely valuable because you are recognized industry across, and you can only be in one place at once.
Right.
Until the microsite's done. But you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That must be a huge reward for people. They must get a real sense of worth, but understanding for when they've been Keithed, when you go and see people. And talk us through the experiences that you've had with when you've gone to meet people and how it's enriched people and how they, how it changes their business sense.
It's funny. And David and several other members of my team and we were out to dinner with one of our European customers last night, and I was having a conversation with one of the principals of the company, and we were talking about the power of meet space. Yeah. And seeing people and actually having face-to-face conversations. You can't replace that.
No.
And you need to hop on a plane and go places, and I do that. I mean, this customer that I'm talking about happens to be in Germany, and last November I spent 10 days just traveling from the U.S. over to Germany to see all our customers and visit a trade show and all of that, and it really empowered our customers with knowledge, and it's also helped our business because it furthers the relationships and helps us more quickly develop the concepts and get things moving to the next step.
Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything.
You think
It's been
so?
great to see you, Keith. I think so.
It's always a pleasure, especially in meat space, man.
In the me space.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, the me space with Keith Kennedy.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Thanks very much.
I like it.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Matt.